Hi you guys, it's me Fiona coming at you again today, showing you how to make this very tender pot roast with your roasted potatoes, carrots, and onions. And we already have our stuffed spare ribs in the oven. I'm making my shells for my macaroni and cheese with heavy cream that you know I'm famous for. And also we have our fresh greens with smoked ham hocks already done, and they're in the pot as well. It's Christmas Eve, approximately about 2 something, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're almost finished actually making all of our Christmas meals. I am also going to make sure that I freshen up the house. So ladies, you want to definitely, after you finish cooking, mop all the floors, maybe wash off some walls or whatever like that, spot clean some walls, maybe spot clean some carpet. Make sure that you clean your bathroom extremely well, and make sure you put out fresh linens and fresh towels, washcloths, things of that nature. Alright, so that your home can be welcoming to anybody that wants to stop past on Christmas, because you know people who do have a tendency to stop past and think that's a right of being able to knock on your door at any given moment unannounced. So holidays, you know, you have to make an exception for that. Now, this is our pot roast. It's not big because we are only going to be serving ourselves, and my mother's coming over. Plus, we have the stuffed spare ribs and macaroni and cheese and all that kind of stuff. So we just want to basically give a little bit of everything to everybody. This is one of the things that I had in my meat haul, where I had buy meat, buy one free. So I actually got 2 of these pot roasts for the same price as one, but we're going to use one right now. I'm going to show you how to stretch this and make this into a whole meal. Okay? Now, what you want to do is you want to flour your pot roast. Now, what you're going to do is you're not going to flour it to the point where it's way too much. You just want to basically, for the purpose of, it's going to make its own gravy in our boiling bag. So you're going to flour each side gently, which means not a whole pot. That's definitely enough. Probably put a little too much in the center. You're going to make sure all the sides have flour on it. And we're going to use the McCormick bag seasoning that's for beef stew, because this is a beef item. And then we're going to use one of those little bags that they give you, you can buy separately, to put your curds and everything in. That just makes it extra tender. As for me, I'm using one of the McCormick beef stew mixes, because it has seasoning already in it. That is for beef. Of course, you're going to add a little bit of your own seasoning in, but with that, you don't have to use much. A little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of accent, we'll make sure every crack has seasoning in it. Now, a shortcut that you ladies can use is buy your carrots, the baby carrots, because they're already washed, and they're also already have, they're the perfect size. so they're cooked at the same, the cooking time will be the same. And we're actually going to use, we're just using this for purposes of mixing it all together because we're going to use another container and another boiling bag and another one of these. So this is just for purposes of mixing it all together. And by the time we finish this, it will be time to get our noodles out for our these are already washed. It'll be time to get our noodles out for our shell noodles for our macaroni and cheese with heavy cream. And I'm also going to toss these potatoes and carrots in a seasoning pack, a corn seasoning pack that's just for roasted potatoes, and it has it's called toasted onion and garlic potato seasoning. So what that's going to just add is yet another nice flavor into your potatoes and carrots. So we're going to toss our potatoes into that as well. And I got these packets for, I got a whole big, huge bag of them. Zip my freezer bag full of them because I got them on sale with coupons. I think I paid like $6 and I probably got about 20 of those McCormick packs. At least. And I'm finally getting a chance to use them. That's why if you buy, ladies, even if you don't need it, but if it's dirt cheap and you have coupons, buy it anyway and store it. Actually buy multiples and store it. The reason for that is because just like on holidays, like for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I really didn't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of things. Like most people have to go out and buy their whole menu. Not me. I don't have to do that because I keep my pantry and my freezer well stocked, and I just make meals around that. Like I've done for Christmas. That's why we have the stuffed spare ribs. Because I already had the spare ribs. I got the stovetop stuffing, extremely cheap. It was like 80 cents a box for the name brand stovetop stuffing. So I bought that in like 7 or 8 boxes of those. The potatoes was dirt cheap, 10-pound bag for $3, so I got 2 bags of those. The spare rib I had already gotten. It was on sale about a month and a half ago, and I bought that before Thanksgiving actually. And I just had to buy the curds, which was on sale for 99 cents for the pre-cut bag. And the meat I bought on BOGO, buy one, one free. So literally I didn't have to go out and buy anything except for the heavy cream specifically for this meal. Oh, and the shell. So you can't beat that. I probably paid about $5 for my Christmas meal, other than what I already had in my home. How many people can say that they only paid $5 for their Christmas meal? So like I said, you keep a well-stocked pantry and make sure you buy things in bulk. You'll always have this stuff. And then just plan a meal around what you have rather than planning a meal that you don't already have the product or the items for, the ingredients for. Plan a meal around what you have. I mean, who's going to get mad at it? And if they get mad at it, then they don't need to be at your house for holidays. For instance, if you don't eat pork, that's fine because I'm fixing the pot roast. So if you don't eat pork with the spare ribs, like my husband don't eat spare ribs, but one of his favorite meals, and also in memory of his mom, is the pot roast. So I said, I'll fix that. Alrighty. Our potatoes are done as far as being cut. I did not count, but you ladies probably can count when you're looking at me. I didn't count it. I just know how many it takes to feed you know, a certain amount of people. I just know automatically. Some of these things you just cook long enough, they come second nature. You don't even think. So it's hard for me. Sometimes I have to be very mindful that they're instructional videos as well, because I don't cook like that. I don't cook where I have to measure or all that. I know from just looking. Just like when somebody say, well, how do you know if something's done? I just know. Why? Because I've been cooking for years and years. You know, anybody that has children, hopefully you've been cooking since you had children. You know, you should know how to make chicken and things like that. How are you going to feed the kids if you don't know how to make that kind of stuff? Can't live off of chicken nuggets all your life. And even besides your children, don't no man want a woman that's going to make them chicken nuggets every day. I'll tell you that right now. Because what he's going to do is he's going to look at my videos and say stuff like, why can't you do that kind of stuff? And then it's going to make you feel bad. You're going to be intimidated a little bit. And then you're not going to like me. And I ain't going to know why. And it's all because... I'm just joking, but for real, I'm really telling the truth. I'm probably talking about some of y'all. But anyway. Alright, ladies, let me get ready to go. We're going to bag up this. I'm going to show you how to bag it all up and toss that toasted onion and garlic potato seasoning. And I'm going to bring these over. These shells over to make this macaroni and cheese with these type of cream. So give me a second and I'll show you guys that as well. Comment, rate, subscribe. Be blessed.